KCJJ.
13 after 8 o'clock. Captain Steve, Tommy Legg, and Sherri Proud, Director of Park and Rec for the city of Coralville, is here. You scheduled last week, but you had a cold.
I had that laryngitis that was going around. You can still hear it in my voice.
I felt bad about people coming in here this week because we're all sick. Hunter had pneumonia.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's not good.
Everybody that came in so far this week has been sick.
I actually was texting with Justin Roberts this morning to see if he's going to Holiday Lights at the lake. They're doing like a media presentation tonight.
Yeah.
He's getting over a cold. He's got a bad one right now, and he won't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody's
it's
sick.
lingering. That stuff out there is just hanging on.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, hopefully everybody will get cleared up here and
get healthy. Yeah,
get
I'm
ready
getting
for
better.
Thanksgiving.
I'm drinking NyQuil like it's going out of style.
There's alcohol in that. Be careful.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
I haven't.
He's not a drinker, so
yeah.
You don't want that stuff.
Actually,
that
I
kind
do.
of turns my stomach a little bit. Yeah. Yep.
But anyway, so you've got a lot of stuff. It's the end of the year.
It is the end of the year. We're transitioning into winter and winter activities. We still have some spots left in our basketball program. We have first and second grade, third and fourth, fifth and sixth are the categories, and that's called our Supreme Basketball League. We participate in that with Tiffin and North Liberty, so get to travel around a little bit, play some different games, different places. And that registration's closing very soon. There's still a few spots, though. If people are interested, they can call the rec center. And just while I'm plugging things that are coming up, I'll talk about we still have some spots left in our volleyball camp. So kids are out of school in the Iowa City Community School District next Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving. But parents might want to run some errands and clean house. So 9 to noon, they can do a volleyball clinic for 3rd through 6th graders. It's $30. And the deadline is coming up this Monday. They can call or register online.
Very nice. I'm trying to find out where that is on my sheet here. I am lost, Sherri.
Oh, the basketball part.
Oh, you just making
was an audible, and
audibles are great.
Yeah, and volleyball camps on the backside. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then registration's coming up December 3rd for our winter and spring brochure. So that starts at 5:30. We've got swim lessons. We've got lots and lots of activities for both adults and youth. Just one of those times of year when you're looking for things. And what I love is you can do week over week, or we have a lot of just one-off programs. Just come in and do one thing, and that's really nice for those with busy schedules.
I think a lot of people forget too. The indoor pool.
Yes, come on in.
Because when I was a kid, and I've lived on the east side of Iowa City, and to me, Coralville at that age might as well have been like Cedar Rapids. So I'd go to the Iowa City Rec Center, and we'd go there every once in a while, like once or twice a winter, and swim. And it's like the greatest thing ever because it's like 10 degrees out, and here we are in this warm pool swimming.
Yes,
and it was great.
Yes.
So I don't even know if there was a Coralville. How old was the Coralville Rec Center?
So originally the indoor pool was built on and opened in 1988.
So I don't feel bad.
Yep, 1972 for the building, 1988 for the indoor pool and spa, and we have shallow water for littles and
me.
And you.
Yeah.
And I was thinking more about the really shallow water, the 15-inch for little shorty toddlers.
I could take
up to
like Mace.
Our other areas where we've got people who come and water walk, swim laps, water jog, deep end activities, and then you've got just play. We've got the basketball hoop and the diving boards, and people just really have a good time.
It's a really nice facility.
Pool noodles and everything else. So. Yes, but overwhelmingly, the community said we understand the challenges we're having with our pool and with our rec center, and it has fallen out of date, and there's challenges with that as well, and people want new and different things, and said by 85% with the local option sales tax vote a couple of weeks ago.
This was, the one that just a couple of weeks ago it passed.
We want a new one. So I wanted to talk a little bit this morning about what the next steps are for the new Coralville Community Recreation Center and natatorium.
Yeah, you got to understand this county has grown since when I came here in '94. It was 121,000, and now it's 161,000, and a lot of that is growth in Coralville, North Liberty, and Tiffin.
I came, we were a little over 12,000 people in 1992, and we are, census-wise, just under 24,000, and since we took that census, we're probably more like 25,000.
Yeah, that's a big increase.
Doubled. So yeah, we're excited about getting started with our planning. And I just wanted to talk about, of course, we did our master plan in 2023 and adopted that with the community and city council, and had a lot of input sessions with people during that time, and surveys and charrettes where people got to come in and give us information and draw and things. But we want to go back and capture exactly how people envision it looking and feeling, particularly inside. And so the first of those are coming out with surveys. And actually one I think should have loaded this morning at 8 a.m., a recreation center and indoor pool, kind of one of our general surveys that people can participate in. And it'll walk you through a number of questions about what you like to do at the Coralville Rec Center, what you'd like to see happen at the Coralville Rec Center, but also what is it going to look like when you walk in? Is it going to be bright, light, and airy? Is it going to have lots of color? Is it going to have a moody vibe? You know, all of those things are on there, and we'll be able to actually vote by picture and choose the images that you most like. So it'll give our architects kind of that guidance to see what kind of feel.
That's
and also,
cool.
It's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
We're doing the general ones up on, you can go to coralville.org/parks and rec, and you'll find that as a news item with a link on our page. But we'll also have more in-depth surveys that are specific to our indoor pool for recreational swimmers. Our competition swimmers at both Liberty and West High, and both North Central and Northwest Junior High, have also, those families that are involved in competition swimming there have received links to surveys to tell us what they'd like to see in the competition pool. They've traveled a lot. Many of those students participate in club swimming, which they're probably travel all over the Midwest, and will be able to give us a really good sampling of what they really have found to be very useful. Great swimming water. We want to have fast water. You know, what does that mean? How can we get there with those choices?
What is
fast water? You know, we talk about fast water, and it's how they design the depth of the water and what kind of lane lines you choose, and it's all about reducing those waves as you move across the pool as a competitive swimmer. And that's about as much as I know. Being a competitive swimmer.
But that explains.
Yeah. We want to make sure that, it's absolutely the best pool for our students in the Iowa City Community School District, along with talking with people about adaptive aquatics, possibility of future, pick a grade and every child getting to learn to swim. Would be a goal in the future. So all of those conversations are going to happen around swimming, as well as recreational swimming. What do our water walkers and our aquatic exercise people and our community lap swimmers and the people that just want to come and have fun with their kids and introduce them to a really fun, warm environment when it's 10 degrees outside,
Exactly.
And not only 10 degrees, but it's cooler in the summer. Maybe they don't want to have that sun exposure and they want to use it.
Well, it's just cold. You can't play outside. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff you do inside too at the rec center.
Right, exactly. So surveys are first, and I'm really excited about the survey we're doing with our teens that come over across from Northwest Middle School. That we've got, they came up with some really cool ideas in the master planning phase, like they wanted to have small room or two where they could create TikTok content and be able to, video little snippets. And I thought, those can be multi-purpose for many reasons. Lots of things can go on. Study rooms, TikTok rooms, meeting rooms, and they don't have to be huge, but can be very flexible. So we're excited about talking with them more about that, what the game room opportunities look like, what the gym looks like. A lot of kids will come over and maybe they'll shoot baskets for a little bit, but you'll find them sitting along the gym floor talking with friends. And so the social component's huge for our recreation center. And we want to make sure we have great spaces for that social component.
Rec centers are really great. I mean, I remember we didn't have rec centers like you have today, but it was just great to get together and actually just, you weren't under the guise of the school or your parents or anything.
Yeah.
And just get together and talk to your friends.
A little bit of freedom. I went from a very small town, so it was either school participation or we had an actual arcade at the time, pizza and arcade, and that was where we would go and hang out and get to hang out with our friends. So yeah, that was.
Have you thought about having pizza at this rec center?
We're going to think about
I
everything.
would love pizza at the rec center.
Yeah, yeah.
Go jog around the track a little bit and then, go get some pizza.
I'd like some pizza here.
Yeah.
Yeah, pizza here. The second wave of how we roll into this is called the human-centered stakeholder meetings. And again, just pulling together people who are going to have a stake in what is in the rec center, what they need to function as a group if they're a partner in the rec center, from storage to what hangs on walls to what's the best tables and chairs, just all of those questions. And again, look and feel. So we'll be pulling together community stakeholders for meetings. And then the third component of getting into schematic design, and this is all leading into schematic design for it, is meeting with all of our internal stakeholders, meaning all of our staff members, and trying to make sure we have what it takes for our building maintenance people to do their jobs well, our custodial people to do their jobs well, our athletics, our swim staff, everybody gets a chance to have a say in what goes in this new recreation center. And my staff, I have a fabulous staff that has been around, some of them for many years and have seen they have so much experience. They've visited so many other places that they'll bring to the table and talk about what they like. But also, it's just as important to talk about, what doesn't work in this current rec center? Let's make sure we fix that in the next one. And one of my number ones is every time I go out and see our building maintenance staff crawling up on the roof on a ladder to address something going on with our HVAC units or our roof or whatever. And I think, why doesn't this building have an internal staircase to the roof? That would have been a lot safer.
Yeah.
So
I'm afraid of heights.
So those are the things that I'm asking, like how can we make things safer? How can we make things feel and look cleaner? How can we make things function for many, many people? Everything should be multi-purpose. In our minds, we want things to be multi-purpose so many people can use them. And we want to make sure everyone feels welcome. So, we're going to get it. We're going to get after it here the month of December. If anybody thought, hey, we passed the vote and now we're going to sit around, we started design in August. So we're flying through. We're getting into those great conversations.
And it's hard to pass a vote, so people evidently do want this.
They do. The City Champions Committee did a wonderful job with that yes vote. And a huge shout out to Stacy Hausman with Think Iowa City. She was our chair for the Coralville City Champions Committee. Great group of people that really got out there, spread the word, put in the signs, spoke at a lot of different opportunities, PSTOs, PTOs, service clubs, swim groups. We tried to get out there to everything we could be at.
That is a good idea, though, to put a staircase.
Thank you.
Up. That's a great idea. Well,
yeah.
But then the kids will get up there and they'll start playing dice games and drinking root beer.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I think a door will fix that.
I guess a lock could fix that. Yeah.
I could fix that. So schematic design, December, January into early February. Then we take what we've, the look, the feel, how that lays out in the center, and we go into design development. We're working with Newman Munson Architects. They're our architects for this. And we're working with Russell Construction as our what's called a construction manager at risk. And they will tell us how things all fall together and what that means for budget impact. And then construction packages, people can expect to see some grading, utilities, and securing the site in probably late June, July. And then the actual building package itself, all the foundations being put in, starts in August and September. So we're gonna be in about 9 months. We're gonna be in the thick of construction. And then we're predicting a move to the new facility. So we'll be open in our current facility. We'll move to the new facility next door, approximately late spring in 2028. And then as soon as we're all moved in, they will tear down the existing recreation center and convert that space to parking lot.
So you're not going to have like a period. It's not like you're renovating it where you have to close it for a while. You're just going to switch to the new building.
Right. We're just going to move one, yeah. I think that's probably going to take more than one day, but there might be a little bit of a closure just to move over, but we'll invite the community to help with that too and get us moved in quickly so we can get right back into what we do best is serve the community and make sure that everybody's got a place to meet, to work out, to swim, to just come in and have fun and just be together as a family or as a friend group.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to call an audible since we're talking about the rec center.
Go ahead.
Starting tomorrow, that's one of the locations where you can drop off used or broken strings of holiday lights.
Yes, please.
It's I have this. I was going to actually use this on tomorrow's newscast, and Hunter will use it tomorrow. But starting tomorrow, you can drop off in Coralville at the Coralville Rec Center, also at Coralville City Hall, the Coralville Recycling Center, the Coralville Stuff Etc. on Commerce Drive, and the Hy-Vee locations on 8th Street and Cross Park Road. So if you're putting up your Christmas lights and they don't work, you don't like them or whatever, don't throw them out. Take them one of those locations. Just put them. There'll be a bin there, and you can put them.
Well, everybody has a string of Christmas lights that don't work.
That doesn't
Yes,
work.
and nobody wants to go through and find the one that doesn't work.
Yeah.
They're just like, I'll just get a new string. Boom. So now you can recycle it. Yeah.
Bring them in, recycle them. We don't want those in the landfill. We're also a battery drop-off location. So think about batteries that you put into,
Can you take these?
Your double A's. Yes, I can take those with me. Your double A's, your triple A's, your D's, your C's. We don't take e-bike batteries or scooter batteries or car batteries. Those big batteries we don't take. But those ones that you're out there saying, okay, I've got to change all the Christmas decoration. I've got Santa and Santa and Mrs. Claus that take batteries and light up and move around, and every year I got to check those batteries.
I like those.
Yeah,
I do.
You talking about like the big inflatable ones?
I think I love Christmas. I seriously do, and I'm Jewish, and I love Christmas.
It's okay.
Yeah. And
It kind of
Hanukkah.
transcends the religiousness of it.
Hanukkah, where my friends give me 8 gifts.
Yeah, but they're bad gifts. I could just give you like a piece of gum every day.
I think all of the traditions, I'm fascinated with how everyone celebrates different holidays.
Yeah.
And so I love reading about them and participating and
It's really,
doing
and
all
this
of that.
community is absolutely great for that.
Right.
It really is. We're so diverse, and
Yes, I'm thankful for that.
yeah.
How far do the Christmas lights go down the Coralville Strip now? Because when I lived there 10 years ago, it had almost made it to my apartment there on the 1500 block of the Coralville Strip.
1,500.
That's by the Hawk Shop, or the old Hawk Shop, whatever that is now. Those apartments there?
Okay, we don't go that far.
Okay, you're not there
No,
yet.
I don't think we don't have outlets that down that far.
Okay.
So I believe we stop right at it's either now I've got to think about that 10th or 12th.
Because for a while, it would
might
go a
go
little
all the way to
further each
12.
year when I lived there.
Yeah, we did as we built out Highway 6.
So
it's
as far as it can go. Okay.
Yep, that's
But
as
I
far
love
as
driving
it'll
down the
go.
Coralville Strip this time of year when they get
Yeah.
the lights on the trees
Yeah.
and everything. Oh,
Yeah.
it's great.
Indeed.
I was not out and about last night, but at one of these times before Friday, we're supposed to be energizing those lights and getting them ready for the last home football game, but also to kick off our winter lighting season. So
Got them along First Avenue too, right?
First Avenue and into the Iowa River Landings.
Go to a Heartlanders game here in the next couple weeks and probably see that there. That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
and we try to get them up here at around Thanksgiving, and we try our best to keep them going until about at the end of January. And we call them winter lighting because it brings attention to a business district, several business districts for us in Coralville,
And it's less
and
dreary.
lights it up, and it's less dreary. Exactly, everyone really loves them, and loves them when they're up. But they are something that we drive. We have somebody come in every morning at 5 a.m., particularly after a wind, and checks and makes sure they're all working right, that the strands haven't blown off trees. So it is an investment in time and talent of our staff beyond just putting them up and taking them down.
I'm sure Mr. Hayworth will be in the coming weeks to talk about the luminarias and the Isle of Lights and all that.
I believe you have him on December 4th, I think.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I don't
He
even
is
know.
the spirit of Christmas.
He
He
really
is the
is.
spirit of Christmas.
Does Lendell still make those nuts?
Big kid. He hasn't for a while.
Good.
No.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
offense to
Wow.
But yeah, I think it's December 14th, if I recall correctly, is Isle of Lights. If anyone wants to mark their calendar, and we'll have plenty of information out about how to get the luminary bags and sand, buy candles. We have just a fun night. We, as Parks and Rec, we've taken on doing activities at the Fireside Shelter that evening, and we do those from 4:30 to 6:30. Build a big fire in the fireplace, build a fire pit, have hot chocolate and cookies and crafts, and sometimes we have caroling and just, celebrate the outdoor weather. And then everybody can make luminaries, and they put those around the parking lot there. So as people arrive to come to City Hall activities, they come over to see us at the Fireside Shelter. They go down to the Eye River Landing in the afternoon. So you really can you can make a family day out of it.
Cool.
Looking forward to it. Coralville.org for all information.
Well, this is the last weekend for golf at Brown Deer.
Oh, yes, I forgot to. That was on my notes.
And great weather.
It's going to be great weather. Yeah, we thought we were going to close last weekend, after the weekend, but the forecast changed, and we're going to have beautiful weather coming into this weekend. I was out there on Tuesday for quite a while, and we still had golfers on Tuesday, and it was a little bit blustery. But they're loving it. This is the time of year also. If you haven't booked a holiday party, some groups do it in January, February. Give us a call, as well as starting to book into wedding season for 26 and 27. So we still have people around, even though maybe we aren't golfing. We'll still have people out there at Brown Deer.
319-248-9300.
There you go.
And your volleyball camp.
I talked about
We
that.
talked about that at the
Yeah,
beginning.
Tommy and I talked
I'm
about that
just
at the beginning.
Running down all
You were talking
the
to
notes.
Suter.
I'm running down all the notes. I'm observant.
What did
Very
Suter
good.
bring you? He brought you food or something. What was
He
that?
brought me holiday Chex Mix, which
Okay.
I love.
Oh, yeah, that's really good.
His wife makes Chex Mix.
Let Hardy know that you got a big bag, just a big bucket of stuff that you can just dip your hand into.
Well, it's my stuff. So
Oh, it's
I'm
not like for the studio?
No,
Okay.
it's not for the studio.
Fine.
Have you had the one that's chili lime Chex Mix? There's a recipe out there for chili lime
I
Chex
haven't
Mix.
had that.
No.
I don't like regular. I don't know. There's
I-
something about I can't say the word Worcestershire.
No, I
Worcester.
love that.
I don't like that, and so I don't like that regular Chex Mix. But the chili lime Chex Mix, oh, yum.
This has 14 sticks of butter.
Okay,
There you go.
Thank you,
so
Sherri.
it's a quarter of a cup at serving size.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. You guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and
You too.
everybody out
Thank
there
you.
as well.
You